All right, so let's dig into the marketing strategy about attending conferences. So what does attending conference mean, especially when it comes to your marketing as a coach? Attending conferences as a coach exposes you to a broader audience and provides valuable networking opportunities that can lead to more clients. So just remember to invest your time and money into conferences where your coaching client profile is hanging out, not where it's just a bunch of your peers, okay? Very similar to another strategy I talked to you about when it comes to networking is hanging out where your potential clients are, not just where you're surrounded by other coaches, unless you're serving coaches type of thing, okay? So conferences are a great marketing strategy. So how do you leverage conferences for visibility? I've received a ton of clients from going to conferences over the years. And I just want to share, some tips and strategies that worked well for me so that you can use them as well. So first thing is I want you to set your intentions for the conference, just like you do with a networking event. Set your intentions. How many people do I want to meet? Who do I want to meet? What do I want to happen from my investment into this conference? And then when you can, I want you to upgrade to VIP so that you can get more access. So VIP tends to have some sort of additional lunches or breakout groups or, exclusive area or a room that's exclusive for VIPs where, you can network with more people. And what I like for you as being part of VIP is you're surrounded by people who've also invested in themselves as well at the VIP level. They'll tend to make better clients as well. All right. So, and also just better potential, referral partners and strategic partners and all that kind of stuff too. So, and another thing with VIP, another thing you can do is consider sponsoring. So with conferences, and if this is a conference that's chock full of people you'd want to serve as a coach, consider sponsoring something. Sometimes, I know when I did a ton of live events, I would have a hydration sponsor, and that sponsor would pay, $500. And with that, they would be able to give water bottles out with their name on it and have a couple minutes in front of the room and stuff like that. There's all kinds of sponsorship opportunities that you can get to give you even more exposure and when you're at the conference. So sponsoring is a good opportunity, and it's a great, marketing way that you can get in front of your ideal clients. Also attend the pre-networking and post-conference networking opportunities as well. So there tends to be, they have different events for, people who get there early and then afterwards, an after conference party, that kind of stuff. Make that part of it. You don't want to just only go to the conference, but really leverage those networking opportunities. Also, especially if they don't have a ton of networking opportunities, put it on yourself to organize and facilitate your own networking opportunities as well. And while you're at the conference, think of yourself as like a mini organizer and planner of getting people together for meals, getting like-minded people together for happy hours or coffee breaks or dinner. It's okay to be the leader and facilitate all of that, especially if there's not something already in place. Right? And then you can also make sure you're offering value and you're making connections at the conference. And at the end of the day, I'll say it a million times, just be an authentic human being, right? You don't have to make anything weird just because it's like a business opportunity and you're marketing, you still can, I want you to be authentic and transparent and be the good human that you are. You don't have to act any differently than how somebody would be if they were working with you, if you were their coach, right? And then the last thing is really, it's all about follow-up, just like in networking. Follow up after the conference and keep those conversations going. You can hand out business cards, but more importantly, you want to collect them and make notes on them and do the follow-up and be the resource that I know you are. So it's all about follow-up. So you may be asking, great, Tara, where do I go find these amazing conferences for my niche? So again, you can research. So you can research the city, if you don't want to, travel a ton, or like in Houston, I know we have a fantastic convention and visitors bureau. So you can or the closest city to you, so you can research the city, plus Convention and Visitors Bureau for a list. And it's going to tell you everything that is, there's a website specific to all the upcoming events that are going to be in the city, right? So that's one great place to start and just kind of scan. And I mean, another big hint is a lot of the times they don't have their speakers confirmed yet. So you can use that to also look for speaking gigs. You can look up 10times.com. So the number 10times.com, you can refine your search within that. And also look on eventbrite.com to find conferences, events. And when I say conferences, a lot of the times we think of thousands of people with 20 breakout rooms and stuff like that. Yes, there can be that. I know Texas has Texas Conference for Women, which is a fantastic facilitated conference. But they don't have to be that big or elaborate. Sometimes, especially the more niched ones, they may be a conference of 40 or 50 people. Okay. So it doesn't have to be this huge event, even though those are fantastic to attend. I've went to plenty of conferences in California and New York and all that kind of stuff. And I make like if it's a 2-day conference, I go stay for 3 or 4 and create these relationships and have some follow-up lunches and stuff like that too. So those are 2 resources, 10times.com and eventbrite.com to check out. You can also ask the people in your niche and current clients and colleagues which conferences they attend. So what conferences do you attend, and then you check them out. And then, either look at being a sponsor, a speaker, and also an attendee. You can also Google a city close to you or your city plus the niche and conference and see what comes up as well. So, I might say Houston Coaches Conference, and if there isn't any, and you like to facilitate and plan, you can put on a small event, right? Just specifically for that niche. Also, then you can also Google top conferences for, whatever professionals of whatever your niche is. Top conferences for women professionals, top conferences for realtors, like whatever your niche is, and it'll return back, and check those out. If you want to make attending conferences part of your marketing strategy, it's great. And these are all the easy ways to do that. And you want to budget, just like with everything with marketing, networking, all the things I'm going to teach you, you'll want to set aside a budget each month around, spending on that. So for conferences, you may only have to go to 3 conferences a year. You could also get a vendor booth at one of these conferences, and that could be your leads for the whole year. Like I've had plenty of clients, go to a couple conferences, they have a vendor booth, they get all their leads, and that's a huge source of revenue for them. All right. So I wanted to share with you that attending conferences is a great marketing strategy if that feels in alignment for you. So just everything I'm teaching you, this either feels like a yes or maybe, or no, this isn't for me, but at least you know about it, right? All right, so up next, I'm going to share with you how traditional marketing can be when you volunteer at a nonprofit. So we'll go and dig into that one next.